All right, Fortem Talk.
We're here. First episode.
The dream is becoming reality.
I've talked about this for a long time.
Yeah, a long time. This is going to be a cool endeavor. I'm excited for it. We are looking to introduce a podcast to keep everyone informed, connected, and inspired.
Yep.
What are you excited about to start
Yeah,
this?
I think our mission as a gym, what we want, what we do, what we want everyone to know when they come in, what we instill in people when they come to the gym. I think it's just another way for us outside of class to help inform people, have insightful conversations, share member success, all those types of things. There's just so much we could do. And I think this is going to be something that's really a great resource for the members in the gym and also anyone who wants to follow along.
For sure. Let's go one step back. Josh Palma, how did you find CrossFit? When did you find CrossFit?
Yeah.
What's the origin story?
Yeah, origin story for me, I found CrossFit from my college soccer coach. He started training us my sophomore year, doing power cleans and hang snatches in the bottom of our dorm room workout center.
Okay.
And he brought us to a CrossFit gym in the off season, and it was called Hot Side CrossFit. It was in Tinley Park, I think, in Chicago. Went there, fell in love, and I think that summer I saw the CrossFit Games on ESPN, and I wanted to look like Rich Froning. Probably not the best. I feel like I wanted to go to the CrossFit Games. That's how I found it. I wanted to do that, wanted to be a competitor. Definitely my scope of things has changed over the years, and definitely with Jackie taking over CrossFit Kinnick, making it CrossFit Fortem, and making this place into something that we want it to be. Definitely has changed from back then, but yeah, I wanted to continue being an athlete, and that's why I picked it up.
A little more depth to your purpose nowadays.
For sure.
Cool.
Definitely.
All right, my name's Nick, and I discovered CrossFit back when you had to go in a covered wagon to go to your local CrossFit gym. No, I started CrossFit in 2007 at the garage of Jeremy Kinnick and Jonathan Kinnick. It was the Wild West of fitness. Crazy, everything built out of wood. A lot of people have heard kind of the origins of CrossFit Kinnick, but very humble beginnings in a 3-car garage. I think it was 3 cars.
Yeah.
You couldn't really understand what CrossFit was when you started it back then. You would ask someone and they couldn't really tell you. They would just say, come and work out.
Yeah.
Just see it, try it. And so that's what I did. I'm not really sure that I fell in love with it in any way, but prior to that, I had no experience really working out other than a few times wandering into a Globo gym and like doing some machines. I was like, at least I have some friends that do this. I can show up, work out with them, and see what happens.
Good.
And it was a long journey after that point. But
So that was 2000 what?
2007.
2007. So I moved here in 2014. So I found in 2013.
Yeah.
Or 2004. I found in 2014. 2014 was my first open. Moved here, and then that's where we met.
Yes.
This was the first gym that I came to when I moved here, and then that's
Very
our
first one.
origin story.
Yeah.
Us meeting.
I think I remember
Being
the
friends.
very first class we ever did together. It was some workout with ring muscle ups and really high box jumps. And it was just, it was super dark at night. I remember running almost like eating it because we were like already pushing each other really hard. That's very much in my memory. But all right, awesome. What we're going to do with this first episode is unpack the CrossFit Fortem mission statement.
Yep.
Many people probably don't even know that we have a mission statement. But
And that's why we're doing this.
And that's why we're doing it. So we want people to know what our guiding light is for CrossFit Fortem,
Yep.
how it shapes what we do, what we care about when it comes to people that get in here, and how they entrust us with their fitness. What are we trying to achieve as coaches? What do we want them to achieve as members?
Yep.
We're going to read the entire thing, and then we're going to break it down piece by piece.
Cool.
CrossFit Fortem mission statement. At CrossFit Fortem, our mission is to help you become stronger, not just in the gym, but in life. Fortem means brave in Latin, and that's the spirit we bring to every workout and every member. We're here to support you on your journey to building strength, resilience, and confidence in the face of life's challenges.
We believe in a balanced approach to fitness that helps you reach your peak while prioritizing overall health and longevity. No matter your starting point, our training is designed for all levels, ensuring that everyone, from beginners to experienced athletes, feels challenged and supported.
CrossFit Fortem is built on relationships. We grow together, push each other forward, and celebrate every win. More than just a place to work out, our community is a source of motivation, accountability, and support. We want every member to experience the power of a welcoming fitness environment that adds life to your years and equips you with the tools for a lifetime of health and movement.
Yes. I think you can boil that all down into changing lives.
Yeah.
I think I was just having a conversation with Jackie. It's like the one thing that we want, and we want, and all of our coaches want, and staff, is when you come through here, are we changing your life? That's what I think CrossFit can do for people. And we're going to break it down, but I think just we've seen lives changed, and we want to continue to change lives for the better.
For sure. Yeah, let's jump into this little piece by piece here. First thing we're looking at here, helping you become stronger in the gym and in life. We throw the phrase around a lot that like fitness is more than just physical. What does that mean to you when it comes to how fitness in the gym translates into other areas of life?
Yeah, I talk about this with a lot of people, and it's just working out is hard. It's not easy to prioritize getting a routine set to come to the gym, get uncomfortable doing movements maybe you're not so good at, or riding that assault bike, or whatever it may be. It doesn't feel natural to, in a sense, suffer, where it's hard to come in here and put your body through what we do. And I think what that does is when you come do something hard, that gives you mental toughness. The adaptation in between the ears, that's what we want. When you do something hard in the gym, you're building mental strength to when life outside of the gym gets tough, like it does. We know it does. It's for everybody. You are able to withstand and persevere. I think perseverance is something that working out enables.
For sure. There's also a piece of confidence that comes with fitness that I think a lot of people kind of overlook, don't really understand as much. But being physically capable and getting outside your comfort zone allows you to do that in other ways. Yeah. I know I for sure was a much more confident person the more fit I got later in life. And just it pushes out this timid sense of, I don't know if I can do something. You start to gain a little more confidence in seeing yourself do things that you can't do. I know I can't lift this barbell, and then all of a sudden, a few years down the road, you can. Or I know I can't get this time on this workout. Yes. You achieve that. You start to gain confidence in yourself and what you can achieve when you work at something.
Absolutely.
So it's a good way to train that when you need that same kind of approach, mentality, skill in other areas of life. So there's a definite application of that.
100%.
Cool. All right, so number 2, we're looking at Fortem means brave in Latin. How did you guys come up with this name?
Yeah, honestly, it was super hard when they wanted us to come up with a name. There was very strict parameters on it, but I love other languages, and Latin is awesome, and Fortem means brave, and I think that is something, like it goes with the confidence thing you were just talking about. When people come to the gym, it is intimidating, especially for new people who haven't done it before. We want to instill in them bravery to do hard things, to challenge yourself, because if you're not challenging yourself, you're not going to grow. Right? You have to get outside your comfort zone, and CrossFit does that. I was just talking to a member the other day. CrossFit humbles me. That's exactly right, and that's the way it should be. Because when you're humble, right, you take things on, and you know that you always can get better, right? You can always push the limits. You can always work on something, get better at it, and that's what it's all about. Becoming the most well-rounded human being that's brave, that will take on anything in here, and then that transfers out there.
Yeah, totally. Where do we see people express that in the gym?
Yeah, I think being brave in the gym, I think one, you have to be brave when you are going to trust the coach. That's in class.
Asking you to do something that you haven't done yet?
Have never done yet. Being brave to be like, yes, coach, I'm going to do this. So they have your best interest in mind, and that's what we want for everyone coming in here, is we have your best interest in mind, and we want to make you stronger, fitter, and healthier. And it takes bravery to come in here and do something hard and listen to your coach and make progress. You need a sense of bravery when you do that.
Yeah, cool. I think it also takes a little bit of that, even just to commit to something.
Right.
In this day and age, you don't get healthy by accident. It takes going all in on something. The current is going to carry you towards sickness and being unwell is the reality of it. There's a bit of bravery when it comes to saying, I'm going to take ownership of this. I'm going to do something difficult that's going to keep me from going with the tide. I'm going to go against it.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so another piece of our mission statement here, we want a balanced approach to fitness. A lot of people look at CrossFit up front and think it's more extreme than it is, whether that's because their first exposure is the games, the highest level of fitness that's out there, or they see some crazy video on the internet that shows them fail of a barbell lift or something like that. They just get this immediate extreme approach, or they think it's an extreme approach to fitness. But we want to have a balanced approach. So how do you see that being applied to everyday classes, to members that come in at all sorts of levels?
Yep. When you come in, no matter if you were an athlete for years, whether you have a really good fitness level, or you just started working out that day, we can help you find the right intensity, the right workout of that day. We have the workout of the day, we have some strength. It's really important for everyone to eat good. That's fuel. That's the most important thing. But you need to lift weights. You need to have metabolic conditioning. You need to work out. You need to have we call it a Metcon. It's conditioning. It's aerobic, working on the heart muscles, getting more fit. And the cool thing is what we do is we combine all that stuff in a class. All the things that you need to get fitter and stronger, we do. And we have coaches who can balance that out for you no matter where you are at in your fitness level, to get you the right stimulus for the day. Intensity, yes, everyone thinks high intensity. I can't do that. But it's high intensity relative to you. It's a relative high intensity. Whether my grandma comes in, I can look at the workout of the day and I can change it for her that she will get the right stimulus. We always have a stimulus of the day, and we try to change the workouts for people to fit that stimulus, catapulting them to make progress.
For sure. And there's a piece of this too that's not doing too much too soon, not being in a rush to get to any kind of movement or weight or level of workout, but just taking it one workout at a time, one rep at a time.
Technique, consistency, intensity. That order. That's what we do here.
Absolutely. Okay, so this next piece, we touched on it a little bit, training for all levels. So with a long-term approach, we need to make sure that no matter where someone's at that day, down the road, they're training in a way that's cognizant of age, of future goals, of longevity. So when it comes to training for all levels, meeting people where they are, focusing on slow and steady progress is major key there.
Heck yeah.
All right, next piece here, CrossFit's Fortem is built on relationships. Different than a typical gym where you just pay to use the equipment. There's an extra layer here. What does that piece mean to you?
Yeah, I think I like to say people need people. You were not made to do life alone. You were not made to isolate yourself. Going through life, you need people around you. That in relationships, in the gym, fitness. I talk to a lot of people, and I can't wait to go to the gym because I know there's going to be people there, no matter what kind of day I had. I know there's going to be people there who are going to be doing the same thing with me, working hard with me, lifting me up, and that's what it is. Relationships are all about sharing experiences with people, and that's what we really try to do here, is build that community, to build an atmosphere that when you come, you're having a lot of fun with the people. It's hard work. It's uncomfortable at times, but it makes it easier when you're doing it with people.
Totally, yeah. There's a lot of depth that can be achieved in a relationship through shared suffering, through doing difficult things together. I think I know from personal experience, you can come into a gym, maybe not feeling it so much that day, just tired, whatever. Like you got in the door, but you're just going to go through the motions, and all of a sudden, by the end of the workout, you just wrapped up, you're cheering everyone on, you're in a much better mood, high-fiving, all that stuff. And that comes from relationships. That comes from shared suffering, doing difficult things with other people. And it's motivating. A lot of people try and do things on their own way too much, especially when it comes to fitness. It's easy to try and think there's more convenience in working out alone at home by yourself, or doing something maybe that's, I don't know, quicker or more simple. You don't have to go anywhere. But there's a huge piece of motivation that can come just from getting around other people that are like-minded and that are doing the same thing as you.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better.
Cool. All right, and then our last thing we're going to highlight here is we are more than a gym, we're a support system. Again, touching on that in the previous point, pushing each other to be better, having a strong community where you can continue day after day, week after week, month after month to show up and make progress.
Yep. When you walk through those doors, no matter who you are, we care for you. We want you to be consistent because we know that consistency is the key to nutrition. We know that consistency is the key to any healthy habit you want to build. And that's what we're in the business of doing. Changing your life through healthy habits, helping you build consistency in healthy habits, because when you do that, when we put all these things together, and we want you to because we care for you, we want to help you do that. When you do that, your life will change. It will change for the better. You'll feel better. You'll be able to do things you've never done before. And it just makes you build your body resiliently, and you're able to persevere through life. And I think there's this huge parallel to working out in life. And we care for you, that we want you to see that and practice that and live that lifestyle.
Love it. Awesome. Okay, that's us breaking down our mission statement. Episode 1 of Fortem Talk in the books. So this is what you would expect. 10 to 20 minute episodes. We're going to be going into all sorts of areas of fitness, nutrition, CrossFit, community, events, all those areas that are involved with CrossFit Fortem.
Yep.
Having some guests, highlighting member stories, coach stories.
So many success stories that we want to get out there for people to know and highlight and just show them off a little bit, because they got that consistency thing down, and I think that'd be really cool for everyone to hear and see.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some topics we want to cover, but we also want to hear from you. So if you have a topic, a question, definitely send it our way, and we will have Q&A episodes for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure,
so
Q&As.
That will be a thing. And we'll either have a great question that's an entire episode on its own, or some rapid fire. All are possibilities.
Yeah, stay tuned for next episode. CrossFit Open. What is it, and why should you participate?
The CrossFit Open.
Follow us. Look for updates. We'll be sharing this everywhere on social media and YouTube and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, follow the journey. If you ever have any questions about CrossFit Fortem, don't be afraid to reach out. Stay tuned for next episode.